that began when a friend of mine had a new car in 1955. And certainly in those days, and in 57, there were no distributors, and the obvious choice was to go to the local Volkswagen man, but they were not interested in it. And AFN, as it was in those days, they only had one dealer, and that was Parker and Parker up in Kendal. But my friend, having bought one in 55, he had the same problem, but fortunately he knew Abbey Works garage at Leicester, and Claude Nelson, the owner, was the local VW man. And being down in Leicester, there was some pretty large American Air Force bases, and the office wall is littered with photographs of hundreds of VW Beetles supplied to the American Air Force. And it was Claude who reluctantly took the order for the 356, and I took some plates down for it, and Reg Froelich and I, who got the 55 car, we went to Stuttgart to pick the car out. And that was in August 1957. Well, that journey took us a week because we came across to into France. We came down the Elysee, and we had the car's first service at the Porsche agents in Paris, who are still on the go today. In fact, we'd put so many miles on the car. This was one reason why we had to have it serviced in Paris, that we flew the car back. We flew back from Le Touquet, and Le Touquet brought the car back on us to Lydd in Kent. We'd been away about 5 or 6 days, which should have only been a 2 or 3 day job. And we thought, well, we ought to get back. So that was the reason for flying it. I was a keen member of the what we call the North Midland Motor Club, and that was out at a place near Castleton, which is just into Derbyshire. Much to the annoyance of the local landlord, because he was a keen MG man. And he said to me, he said, what sort of car are they running now? I said, it's a Porsche. Well, and he had a funny squeaky voice. What does they want one of those for? It's only a Volkswagen with a collar and tie on. But of course it wasn't. It was a well-engineered job. Well, the 356 was beautiful to drive. It would bite you if you were not careful. I'm not saying it had been lost on a few corners, but fortunately no damage was done on those occasions. But it was a beautifully made motor car, and even jumping out into a 911, it would be hard to say which felt. They both spoke to you through the steering wheel. They were both very good at that, and they always have been and still are. But that 356, it just talked to you. So yes, providing you were sensible, it was a very good car to drive. Oh yes, indeed. Yes, particularly if it was wet. And of course, to aggravate it, most of us in those days, the most famous tyre was the Michelin X. And the Michelin X was a super tyre until it let go. And so when that lost adhesion, and you got that engine swinging about in the bike, you got to go somewhere. And it usually wasn't forward.